Hello, Sagittarius. My name is Missy. Oh, let me try that again. My name is Missy, and I'm here to do the bullshit and the blessings for the second half of August from the 15th to the 31st. I'm going to go ahead and get right into my disclaimer, and then I'll explain how we're going to do the reading. So these readings are meant to be timeless and general in nature. If the details fit for your situation, the reading is meant for you. If they do not, please do not try to make them fit, as that will do more harm than good and is definitely not my intention. I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or accountant. If you need advice in any of those areas, please consult a professional. And please do not do something simply because I suggest it in one of these videos. You are an adult who has responsibility for your own life. Please use that responsibility to your advantage. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get some general energies from our two oracle decks here. We're going to get the details with our tarot deck, and then we'll do a quick pick a card to look at any romantic energies here before we move on to our charms. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck so that we can get started. I feel like we need to pull this one from the top, so that's what we're going to do. Interesting. We've got healing on the bottom of the deck, but we're going to set that off to the side just for a minute to see what else we can get. I'm noticing all the purple wanting to poke through. Lavender and indigo. And we have the song Pretty Wings by Maxwell. There's a particular lyric that just really caught my attention where it's saying someone's going to love you. So I don't know, take that however it resonates. Look at, there's indigo again. It says improve your vision. So this is talking about paying attention to your intuition. Like your intuition is always working. You just have to tune into it or trust it, basically. Look at, now we have individuality with blue. Activate your healing power. Remember what we said about healing over here. So we're going to bring all of this together. So I feel like this is saying, yeah, first of all, if this is coming through twice with about your healing power and activating your healing, you already know what that healing gift is. You just have to embrace it. You have to be courageous enough to embrace it. I feel like it's saying embrace it publicly, or like put it out there, be open and honest about it, especially because this is 11, this is 66, so it's 1166. It's just hitting me that way, like this is this is the best way for you to manifest your healing abilities. Again, take that however it resonates. You already know, I'm certain you already know what this healing power, this healing, whatever this is, you know it. You just have to be willing to shout it from the rooftops. We have Faded, Alan Walker, and it's exactly 10:10 a.m. as I was saying that, so another angel number. Interesting, we have a 10 here as well too, with the 37 on this blue card, so 10 could be an important number for you, or ones, 1 and 0. Mm. Interesting that the Hierophant is the first card to come out, because this is the card of like wisdom, especially spiritual wisdom, which really fits here. It could be that maybe you've been studying, or you've spent a lot of time, either like maybe you're just graduating college even. Like when it's saying healer, you could be an actual doctor. Or maybe that's what this Hierophant is talking about, is the time that you spent studying for your craft. But maybe or even if you've been doing it for a while, maybe there's something that you believe or would advise your patients or clients to do. And look at, we've got the Two of Cups here. Interesting. Now we have the Five of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands. All right, actually, here's the thing. Where this is talking about the Hierophant, and I was thinking that maybe somebody was actually just graduating and becoming a doctor. If that does not apply to you, and you're here watching this reading and you're saying, no, I'm actually here because of a relationship that needs to heal. It's possible that it was a marriage or a long-term committed relationship if it was not an actual marriage. But at this point right now, you're feeling like either there's a rejection or there's some sort of separation or something happening, because right now you're feeling rejected and isolated and like probably lonely with the Five of Pentacles there. There's this feeling of lack, right? I don't have enough when Five of Pentacles comes out. So you don't have enough of what? With the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck, it would say that it's, you know, relationship or love. Interesting. And then look at, you've got, so if we were to do it like this from the bottom of the deck, this would be the way that they would go, right? And if we keep going, because, you know, the bottom of the deck tells us what is the foundation of the matter, right? And then look, you end with the Lover. So this is definitely a relationship that needs healing. Possibly, if you haven't already gone to counseling, it's probably a really good idea to do it. In the past, with the Five of Wands, this tells me there's, especially with this particular Five of Wands, because like there's not really fighting happening. So this tells me like maybe either somebody did something that they shouldn't have in the relationship, like they stepped out of the relationship or something. There was competition in this relationship, is what I'm saying with this Five of Wands. You can't get around that. There was competition in this relationship. Present energy, we've got someone feeling rejected and left out, right? Page of Swords is kind of argumentative, sarcastic, I want to fight energy. So like maybe right now you're still feeling, and especially with the Ace of Swords underneath it, like maybe you want to say something to somebody, tell them exactly how you feel, and it's not going to be nice because the sword is double-edged. You know, the truth cuts sometimes, the truth can hurt sometimes. And then so in the immediate future, or what's coming next, it's saying with the Eight of Wands, Two of Swords, Knight of Wands, I think there's probably going to be communication that happens, and it's going to leave you needing to make a decision. But with the Knight of Wands as the final card, especially if you're looking at a romantic relationship, when the Knight of Wands comes out, this is somebody who's in and out, in and out. They come and go. So they're not really reliable. So again, take that however it resonates for your situation or your question. What I'm going to do now, since it has morphed into a love reading, we're going to actually go to the actual pick a card to get some more details about your specifics. So I'll draw 3 piles with a tarot card or 2 to, you know, give some extra detail. And you'll go ahead and pick which group that you want, and we'll read it. You know what? Group 1 already had the answer ready. All right. We have Wanted Woman, Carrie Underwood. Okay, so group 1, group 2, group 3. Go ahead and make your choice now, if you haven't already. All right, so for group 1, we've got the Joker with the Magician. This is like basically saying 1000% this is up to you. You have control over this situation. Like whatever it is that you want, you can make it happen, especially with the Joker. Like if you look at you know, any kind of playing card deck, the Joker card is like the wild card. It's like getting the bonus, right? Like it's what gives you the winning hand. So whatever it is that you want, you can have. You have to put the effort in, but whatever it is that you want, you can have. You're in control of the situation. All right, so now we have the 3 of Cups with the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like this one is saying, be patient. There's like a reconciliation coming. You guys will be coming back together. Yeah. Yeah, just give it time. You'll come back together. All right, and so now we have the Chariot. I can't really say the name of this one, but you can kind of tell by looking at it. And so, you know, this particular card, especially with this one here, this tells me there's another person coming in and causing turmoil in your situation. This other person is probably someone who is very sexual, and because of that is also very tempting. So this, for group 3, it looks like whoever this person is, you know, because of their overt sexuality and the temptation of it, it puts them as the queen of the situation, or, you know, especially if it's a third party situation, which obviously we saw from the cards it is. So whoever this person is, it's their, you know, that's what puts them on top, and that's what's causing the turmoil. And so, you know, I don't really like to give advice based on what I would do in these readings. I typically like to stick with the cards, but man, if you're in this situation right here, I would walk. I'm just saying, walk. Why would you stick in a situation like that? If they're that interested in this other person because of their sexuality, of the other person's sexuality, that means they're never going to be happy with you because you don't have that. Walk. So let's go ahead and get some, you know, some charms. I have the song Clueless and Dramatic, Shine Down. Okay, so we're actually going to start here in the center because we have the ox rune upside down, which tells me that you don't have any strength, you feel weak, or at least the divine feminine, whoever the divine feminine is in this situation, they feel weak. They feel like they maybe don't have the strength to go on. And that you know, kind of breaks my heart. Have faith, especially because of where this particular cross is coming out. This is what I call my my joyful cross, because if you look at the very center of it, it looks like it has like the rays of the sun coming from the center, right? So to me, it always speaks of like joy that comes from the heart. And this is coming out over the throat chakra as well as the root chakra. And it's saying, once you speak up about what it is that, about your own security, your own whatever, like your own, take care of you is what the root chakra is. You have to take care of yourself first, right? So speak up and put your own interests first. That's what's going to bring that joy. Also with this key over here, this particular key, if you look at the very center of it, it has this sort of I can't never pronounce that, but you know, it's the triple design. It's meant to represent the triplicity. However, every time I see it, it reminds me of the old phonographs, the old record players. If you had a 45, you had to have this tiny little piece of plastic in order to be able to play it. It was like the little piece of the puzzle, right? Or the key that allowed you to then play your 45 or your single. It was the 45 was a record that had one song on it. And I know I'm dating myself, I don't care. So basically, speaking up is going to be the key to your happiness, right? As you can see from basically a couple of different ways here. You have that coming through with the two hearts as well, and you also have that coming through with this sun coming up over the clouds, sitting on the throat chakra. Again, you know, clearing up confusion is what brings happiness, right? Like the clouds, the rays of the sun chase the clouds away. Well, the rays of the sun are clarity. Being honest and open with the way that you feel. And you're protected in doing that. It's also very cleansing for you to do that with this piece of tourmalated quartz. And it could be that you feel a certain way, or either you feel the way that you feel about a person, place, or thing with the letter or the initial M attached to it, or the person that you need to speak to. Or the person, place, or thing you need to speak to, whatever has the letter M attached to it. And then the letter M comes out again over here. Oh, and look, you've got the letter Y and my. Remember over here where I was saying put your own needs first. So my needs, right there, my needs are more important than yours, needs to be like, or come from a place of I, when you're speaking to this person. With this particular charm falling, you know, upside down like this, there's something that you know you need to do that you're avoiding. And it's probably advice that somebody gave you, by the way, probably advice that you got either from your mother or a family member, like a feminine family member, but you've been ignoring it because you don't want to take the advice for whatever reason. Okay, so we have the blank rune, or the unknown rune, that came out with the root chakra over here. So like, it's basically, if you're worried about your future, your security in the future, at this point it's saying it's unknown, but it's unknown based on the energy that's coming over here, because you haven't said or spoken your own needs. And then with this, you know, this little toy here, it's like a cupcake paper, you know, little paper liners, but it's a toy, right? And so whenever I see this thing, it tells me like, the more you prepare for the situation, the better your outcome is going to be, the less cleanup you're going to have, because that's what these little paper cups do when you're making cupcakes. It really helps you. It makes it easier to get the cupcakes out of the baking tin, but it also, you know, it's easier to clean up the baking tin as well, right? So, you know, keep that in mind. All right, so I hope that resonates. If it does not, please stick around. There may be another reading for you here on the channel that does. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, hit the notification bell, anything you can to help me get my channel out there, as I am new here, and I thank you for watching.